Legendaries made a comeback in My Singing Monsters with the release of Blizzard, is that how you say it, on Cold Island. And this means we are subject to 4 new islands, 3 new legendaries, and so much more. So let's get right into it. First of all, the reason why we may get legendaries on the other islands is because we had Sugarbush, and now we also have Blizzard. Why stop there? Add them to the remaining 3 natural islands and maybe even the fire islands. I mean, they need them. They will tease to come on more islands in this clip from MSM Live. I'll play it right now.
Now that BBNO Money is our next legendary, who knows? Future additions to the legendary class may be coming, maybe in the works, but you know, it's harder than you think to get this stuff organized.
The release dates of these legendaries are, pretty obvious. The air legendary would become in Season of Love, the water legendary would come in Extravaganza, the earth legendary would come in Summer Song, the haven legendary would come in Feastember, and the oasis legendary would come in Perplexed Claw. Obviously, I'm sure the rest of the natural islands will be getting legendaries, but the fires maybe not, but there's always a chance. Sugarbush is obviously on Gold Islands, so Blizzard will probably go to Gold Island too. DDO MSM made a really good one for this, and I'll show it right now.
Yes. BBNO $. You can't spell my name without the $. Yes, sir.
Remember to check out DDO MSM's channel. This will probably go for all legendaries that release too, not counting the Wordos. But the question is, when will Blizzard go to Gold Island? Well, Sugarbush released on the 29th of July 2013, although it wasn't added to Gold Island until the 3rd of October 2013. The gap between these 2 dates is 66 days. 66 days after the 10th of December. This lands on February 14th, 2026. The 14th is a Saturday though, not a Wednesday. The closest Wednesday is the 11th of February, but that is the day Crescendo Moon would release, since Lunar New Year happens on the 17th of February 2026 this year. Quite late. It would go on Gold Island on February 4th, 2026, I think, alongside Epic Dreammythical and the supposed Air Legendary, which matches. We can assume each legendary will go on Gold Island when the next legendary happens. So for example, the air legendary would go to Gold Island when the water legendary releases in Extravaganza, around early April when Extravaganza would start. Since Easter is on the 5th of April, the water legendary would go to Gold Island when the earth legendary releases in Summer Song. Longest gap since it would usually be around Life Formula time, but Summer Song decided to happen in July, so it's about a 90-day gap. And finally, the Earth Island Legendary would go to Gold Island, presumably in the 2026 anniversary kickoff. If you are wondering about the Fire Haven and Oasis Legendaries, I will leave that up to you, as I just don't think they are going to go on them islands. I just think it would be cool if they did. Diamond giveaway. When my Discord server reaches 500 members, I'm giving away 720 diamonds, which is 1,440 if you have never bought from the web shop. More details in the pinned comment. To never miss out on Kastleized giveaway, just hit the subscribe, notifications and like. Sugarbush got its own island, Sugarbush Island, and I think the way BBNO Money Island would work is each element would move up. This might be a bit weird, but trust me on this one. Plant would become cold, cold would become air, air would become water, and water would become earth, and earth would become plant. So this means Potbelly would become mammoth, mammoth would become tweedle, quibble would become frog, octopus would become drumpler, furcorn would become pango, pom-pom would become sponge, and deej would become riff. So the full roster is mammoth, tweedle, frog, Drumpler, Pango, Sponge and Riff. This follows the theme where all the monsters are from the same island except for the triple, as Sponge is not on Air Island. Sugarbush Island received a season with Vivane and Echoes of Eco, So maybe we could get a season on Baby No Money Island. One that matches the goofy theme of Blizzard would be Spirit. I mean, can't you see the resemblance? Obviously, Baby No Money has other monsters in MSM, such as, you know, Scallyrags the Paironormal. And having a Baby No Money Island, we should really have Scallyrags on there. But how would it work? A Paironormal on an island that doesn't have mirror form? My first suggestion is the most simple and easy. Add the major and minor form on the same island, as it is most likely you would transpose them from Paironormal Carnival to the Baby No Money Island. But there comes another problem. On Paironormal Carnival, the major and minor forms are paired. So if you teleport the major, say bye to the minor. And if you teleport the minor, say bye to the major. This is a big problem, and they are probably going to do the easy way out and not add Scallyrags, but like, come on, we need Scallyrags on this island. But whoa, it's so good. I need to hear it again. When will Blizzard Island even release? That's the question the whole video has been leading up to. If we go off the dates that we used for Blizzard and Gold Island, we use Sugarbush's release date from Plant Island to Gold Island to calculate that, by the way, if you forgot. Sugarbush on Plant Island released on the 29th of June 2013, but Sugarbush Island released on the 10th of December 2013. That's exactly 12 years after Blizzard was released. The gap between Sugarbush and Sugarbush Island was 136 days. 136 days after December 10th is Saturday the 25th of April 2026. Yet again, it isn't a Wednesday, it's a Saturday. The closest Wednesday is the 22nd of April 2026. Which aligns with Echoes of Ecos, which is the Vane seasonal event, and the Vane is on Sugarbush Island. So there is a bit of relation with this date, as it may also be an investigation in extravaganza. Sugarbush Island has the Sugar Farm, 7 extra Sugarbush related monsters that are bred through the using Sugarbush and the natural. So maybe Blizzard would have the Baby Money Farm? Baby Money Farm? I don't know. Comment down below what you think they could be named, because Baby Money Farm does not sound good. The song I think Baby No Money Island is going to cover isn't meant to be, as it was used in all the promotional stuff for Paironormal Carnival and Scallyrag. I won't be playing the song as I don't fancy getting copyright strike today. The instruments used in Meant to Be are acoustic guitar, electric bass, piano, minimalist drums. I don't know what the difference is between that and normal drums, don't ask me. Atmospheric pads, I don't know what that is either. Violin and cello. Correct me if I'm wrong, but those are the key instruments in the song I found by looking up a bunch of stuff about it. The Sugar Fam obviously go off the song Sugarland's Love or Money, and they play the instruments that are used in that song. So it's safe to assume the same will go for Blizzard Island. So for the Baby Money Fam, what a name, they will go Baby Money Piano. I don't know what to call it. Man, this sounds so bad. It plays the piano, which is pretty obvious, and it would be bred with Blizzard and Mammoth. Baby Money Star. Guitar, I don't even know. Plays guitar and would be bred with Blizzard and Tweedle. A Baby Bass plays electric bass and would be bred with Blizzard and Fwog. Baby B plays minimalist drums and would be bred with Blizzard and Drumpler. Baby Money Effects plays atmospheric pads and would be bred with Blizzard and Pango. Baby Money Lynn plays the violin and would be bred with Blizzard and Pom Pom. Baby Money Yellow plays the cello and would be bred with Blizzard and Deej. What intentive is that even a word? Names that I just created. Thank you so much for watching. This video has been in the works for 10 days now, and Merry Christmas, as this is probably going to be my last video before Christmas. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, then happy holidays. I hope you have a great time. Stay safe, and shout out to our castle champions Nebulob Enjoyer, and I will see you all on Wednesday, Christmas Eve, for the Christmas special Kastleized live stream. So hopefully I'll see you all there, and goodbye.